cries. I can't be the only one who hears you. Tears falling down at the party, saddest little baby in the room. Fears, tell me fears, don't get me started. I get a little gray hair for every scare you share. Those aren't meant to bend. No, those aren't meant to bend. Those aren't meant to bend. No, those aren't meant to bend. Tears falling down at the party, saddest little baby in my eye. Fears, tell me fears, don't get me started. I might die.
Warning, this video contains fast flashing images. It may cause discomfort and trigger seizures for people with epilepsy. Viewer discretion is advised.
My name is Jonathan Pena and I'm in 11th grade.
I'm Samantha Deering, I'm in 10th grade.
My name is Bladen. I am in 9th grade.
In my own words, what is fear? I would say fear is a human feeling that you get when you sense danger around you.
Fear is a feeling you get when you're scared or you're in danger.
I think fear is what we feel if we're afraid of something.
What is my biggest fear? I would say my biggest fear is a fear of snakes.
My biggest fear is probably heights.
My biggest fear is probably falling.
How will I overcome my fears? I will overcome them by trying to get more comfortable with snakes, like in the zoo.
How will I overcome my fears? Probably standing in a tall spot.
Try to take plane rides and start looking down.
I would try to face my fear, but currently I would say I would run away from my fear.
Would I face my fears or run away? I'd run away.
Right now, I think I'd run away from it.
Hi, I'm Jerica Dowling and I'm the Library Media Specialist at North. Well, I've been teaching at Columbus. This is my 6th year here, and before that I taught at Ball State for 2 years. I liked a lot of things about being an English teacher. I really liked the connections I had with some of my students and the relationships. It's a little bit different being in the library now. I just don't have, the same kind of connections with students every day, the same students every day, so I miss that from being an English teacher. The grading after school, hours and hours and hours of grading after I'd worked all day was not fun. Teaching's affected my outlook on life. I think it makes me more patient and understanding. Every day was put into situations where somebody might be acting inappropriately or, we get frustrated, and it's really helped me just to be very patient and very understanding and level my emotions. So I think it helped with that. I'm more patient. I'm more understanding of people's issues. I kind of have always wanted to become a librarian. I really feel like being in the library is the best part of being a teacher, like all of the best parts combined. I get to work with all the different departments in the school, which is really exciting. I'm not just in the English department. I get to work with books every day, which is kind of a dream job for me. I get to do programming with the students, so fun things they can come in and do, we can do together. I can help with research and teaching still, so I still go to classrooms and teach about research and writing. So I just feel like it's all the best parts of being a teacher is in the library. It's always so hard. My favorite book I always say Harry Potter because it's the book that got me reading when I was younger, and really made me love reading. So Harry Potter for that reason. I really like The Awakening too. It's one of my favorite books as an adult. Yeah, things are a lot different because of COVID. I mean, you know, in the beginning, there weren't a whole lot of students coming in here just because, you know, everyone's very restricted in movement and we can't do a lot of sharing and group work. So a lot of the programs that we wanted to do or the services that we have, we can't do because we can't share materials. So we've had to try and work around that a little bit. I don't know if you can tell, but the library, the seating is very carefully organized. We had to put away a lot of the chairs so the numbers in here have to be lower. The books, even when we get books in, we have to quarantine them for 3 days just to make sure that they're safe, and we wipe them down, and we have to sign every kid in that comes in because we can't share the computer. So there are a lot of ways we've had to adapt to it, and just wearing a mask every day gets kind of overwhelming. But advice I would give to someone that wants to be a teacher, I think it's very important that they start early working with kids to make sure it's really something they want to do. I think a lot of people kind of glamorize the idea of working with a bunch of people every day, so I think they really need to make sure that that's a part of their personality, and they need to be tutoring, they need to be working you know, with kids every day to make sure it's what they want to do. I would also tell them that they need to make sure they're in it for the right reasons. You know, you have to really want to help people to be a good teacher. You also have to be able to be very patient. So if your motivation for being a teacher is you get summers off, you're not going to last as a teacher very long because you're working all summer, and you just really have to be motivated to want to help people and help kids develop and grow.
I'm Mrs. McCarver, and I'm the advisor for BNN.
My name is Elvin Cesario. I'm a senior, and I'm also the executive producer for BNN.
My name is Luke Rutherford, and I'm a sophomore.
Hi, my name is Molly Hotek, and I'm a sophomore here at North.
My name is Kevin Graham, and I am a senior.
My name is Nevaeh Kaufman, and I'm a senior.
My name is Darren Riley, and I'm a sophomore this year.
My name is Sebastian Ibarra, and I'm in 11th grade.
I'm Joshua Owens, and I'm a junior at Columbus North High School.
My name is Gabrielle Donica, and I'm a sophomore.
My name is Seamus Milligan. I am a senior at Columbus North.
My name is Isaac McCray, and I am a junior.
My name is Carson Clouther, and I'm a senior.
I have been a teacher here for 14 years, and I believe I've been advising for about 10 of those years.
Since the beginning of this year. This is my first year in BNN.
I've been on staff since last year, and this year is my second.
This is my first year on staff at BNN.
This is my first year.
I started staff with beginning journalism sophomore year. I went into immersive junior year, and this is my first year on BNN.
I've been on staff for about a month and a half now.
This will be my first year on staff. I'm in BNN as well as web this year.
This is my first year being on staff.
This is my first year on staff, and I did journalism 101.
This is my first year on staff.
Currently, this is my second year on staff.
This is my second year on staff at BNN.
I joined BNN because I watched the lip dub for my freshman year. It was really appealing to my eyes. So ever since I saw that lip dub video, I've always wanted to join BNN.
I decided to join BNN because I've always liked doing things that have to do with news, and I've always liked, you know, journalism and things like that. And on top of that, my mom wanted me to join. She thought it'd be something cool for me to do, so.
Ever since I'd heard about this class, really, I mean, ever since my freshman orientation and my C4 tour, I knew that this was a class that I absolutely had to take.
I decided to join BNN because I wanted to try out cameras.
I decided to join BNN because one day I was reading the Triangle newspaper, and they had a segment about juuling and vaping, and I thought they had done one or two before, so I DM'd the Instagram account and I said, hey, haven't you guys done a segment about that before? They're like, wow, you actually read the newspaper? And they were so impressed by that they decided to give me a position on staff. But I didn't want to do Triangle. I decided to do BNN.
Well, I graduated from Ball State and I majored in journalism education and educational technology, and I've always been interested in visual journalism, and so that's just kind of how it happened.
I decided to join BNN because I felt like it was going to be a good way to get like the behind the scenes look at how things are done and just look at that kind of stuff from like a different point of view.
I decided to join BNN because McCarver liked my sass and my brother thought it would be good for me.
I decided to join BNN because I like recording and interviewing people, and that's one of my goals when I get out of high school. I want to study to be a broadcaster.
I decided to join BNN because I wanted to become more comfortable with cameras, and I heard that this was a fun course to take, so I decided to take it.
I decided to join BNN because I wanted to learn more about film and cameras and just movies.
I decided to join BNN. Part of the reason why is just because for the longest time I've been into like just broadcasting and cameras, starting back when at my old school at Franklin. And also I feel like it's a good way to meet new friends and new people.
Okay, my favorite part about being on staff is just being able to use my creativity and learning new skills to make segments that people really enjoy. And since I'm the producer this year, I think my favorite part about being producer is just overall just being in control, and just I like the feeling when people like pay attention to me. And it's just a great feeling, just being like, not like a boss, but being like a role model, kind of.
My favorite part is being able to interview others, learning about who and why they are.
My favorite part about BNN is probably getting to meet new people all around the school, because I get to go around and interview people and also meet new teachers since I'm new here, and it's a good way to kind of branch out and get to know people.
My favorite part about this class is probably all of the creative elements. I mean, I get to work with equipment that I've never used before, and I get to make all these really cool creative projects and kind of get to know a lot more about what's going on at the school.
My favorite part about BNN is when I get to edit, because I really just get in the zone and I get entranced by making sure everything's level, everything's smooth, everything's the right color. And you know, I kind of like filming and doing interviews and talking to people and reaching out. That's fun. But editing is really where I have the most fun.
My favorite part about advising BNN is that the students are in charge. I'm there to help them make educated decisions, but it's really neat to see all the teenagers be empowered and come up with their own ideas and follow through with them and see what they've accomplished.
My favorite part is the actual camera work.
My favorite part is interviewing and seeing the different perspectives of school and meeting tons of people that go to our school. It's a fun experience for me.
My favorite part about BNN would have to be just looking, like being able to see things behind the scenes and how things like really work and how things like go on, and being able to get hands-on work with the camera.
My favorite part is the lip dub, but sadly we can't do it this year. But I like the behind the scenes of everything.
My favorite part about this class is being able to work at your own pace.
Probably my favorite part of BNN is just learning about other people's stories and what they have that I can learn from. Also, the relationships that you make in the class is cool too.
I would say, why are you not in BNN? Because it's a great class, you learn a lot. Even if you're not going to go into communications, you learn so many transferable skills such as communication, meeting deadlines, working with people, things like that.
What I would say to someone to join BNN is just to do it. Because BNN is a place to make friends, to venture out, discover new skills, and just overall just to show how creative you are.
To someone who isn't in this class, I would say, you know what, just give it a try. I'm sure there's lots of people in here who could never see themselves doing this class, but they're here anyway and they've found out that they really enjoy it. And for me personally, I'm using it as a catalyst for possibly a future career.
Something I'd say to someone who isn't BNN is that it's a really fun class. Some people may think it's really hard, you know, having to edit so much footage and having to go around and schedule interviews with people and come up with segments, but it's not all that difficult as you think it may be. It's a pretty fun class and it's really enjoyable.
Join BNN as soon as you can. This is honestly a really fun class and I really enjoy it.
Take the class because I think they'll like it.
What I would say to people who want to be in BNN is this is a class that's mainly compatible with people who are creative and have already made videos in the past. I remember I used to make funny meme joke videos and put them on YouTube or on my Instagram for me and my friends to laugh at. And now I'm in BNN, and they give you access to better video editing software. So you learn how to edit a lot better, and it's a lot of fun. And if you have some free time, you might be able to make something funny and do your own thing.
BNN works together really well. They have to produce the content that they do. It's a giant team.
I would say we're missing out on a lot. BNN's like a giant family that we have here, and it's fun working with everybody, and it's a really cool experience, and I suggest they join.
What I would say to someone who isn't in BNN is that it's a great way to learn new experiences and a great way to make friends and just to socialize in general.
I would highly suggest it to anybody. It's really fun. It feels like a family bond, so.
I would tell someone who isn't in BNN to consider taking this class because it gives you an opportunity to work at your own pace and socialize with other people.
If somebody wants to join BNN and they're kind of on the fence about it, I'd probably just say, just do it, just because like you're only in high school once and you got nothing to lose, so.
Hello Bulldogs, today we're going to be asking people once again a very special question. Do you have any plans for Halloween? What will you be doing when the dead and the spirits walk amongst the living on Old Hallows Eve? Do you have any plans for Halloween?
Football.
Do you have any plans for Halloween?
Not really, I have a game.
Oh, a football game?
I play hockey.
Hockey, okay. I heard some other people saying football, that's why I asked.
Probably just gonna go home. I'm gonna take a nap.
Do you have any plans for Halloween?
No, I don't, no. Just hang out with family, probably. Eat pumpkin pie.
Do you have any plans for Halloween?
Yes.
What do you plan to do?
Party.
Party? What do you plan on?
I'm going to a party.
Do you have any plans for Halloween?
Yeah, I usually just watch some scary movies. Stay at home.
Do you have any plans for Halloween?
No. I'm just gonna hang out with my brother.
Do you have any plans for Halloween?
I plan to run state and win state.
Do you have any plans for Halloween?
I wish, but no.
Do you have any plans for Halloween?
Yeah, I got a few plans with my boys.
What are you gonna do?
I mean, that's kind of confidential, but I'm guessing you already know.
Gonna go on like a hayride or something?
You know, there's gonna be a few TPs here and there.
Do you have any plans for Halloween?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna trick-or-treating.
Trick-or-treat? What are you gonna dress as?
I don't know, like a black angel, a devil. Yeah, I don't know, yeah.
So, what are your plans for Halloween?
So, me and my friends were actually planning on dressing up as the main characters from Scooby-Doo. I was gonna be Shaggy.
I assumed so.
And yeah, then my friend's gonna be the other four. Should be a hoot. Should be a holler.
That's it for today, Bulldogs. This has been Kevin Graham reporting for BNN. Have a happy Halloween, and remember, this is all a dream. None of this is real. Please, wake up.
Saddest little baby in my eye. Fears tell me fears, don't get me started. I might die.